What if the risk of your child developing asthma, diabetes, heart disease, or even eczema wasn't just about genetics, but about the environment they experienced before they were born? In this episode of Nourish, we're diving into the science of how to optimise your baby's future. Stay tuned. Last week I had a pregnant mum sitting in my clinic who was genuinely shocked. Her husband has eczema. She assumed that meant that their baby would either inherit it or not. End of story. But when I explained that what she eats during pregnancy can influence her baby's immune programming, potentially increasing or reducing that risk, everything changed. That concept has a name: Developmental Origins of Health and Disease, or DOHaD. Now it sounds academic, but the idea is actually simple. The environment your baby experiences in the womb, including nutrition, stress, blood sugar levels, inflammation, and nutrient exposure, helps program how their body functions long term, not just at birth, but into childhood, adolescence, and adulthood. I first came across this concept back in 2012 when I was researching for my pregnancy nutrition book. At the time, I was working in weight management and I kept having the same conversations about pregnancy and weight. But when I began diving into the research, I realised this wasn't just about pregnancy weight gain. It was about long-term metabolic health, cardiovascular risk, immune function, brain development. It was the next generation. And not long after that, I transitioned from fostering older children to fostering babies, and eventually adopted my daughter from foster care. Now, watching her grow has been fascinating because DOHaD is not just theoretical anymore. Those 9 months in utero influence gene expression, immune function, metabolism, and even stress responses. Not by changing DNA, but by influencing how genes are switched on and off. And this is where epigenetics intersects with DOHaD. Nutrients such as folate, iodine, choline, omega-3 fats, iron and vitamin D, these aren't just good for pregnancy. They actually help regulate gene expression, organ development, immune maturation, and metabolic pathways. And here's the paradox. Pregnancy is one of the hardest times to eat well. You're nauseous, exhausted, overwhelmed, busy, sometimes anxious, sometimes just trying to get through the day. And yet, it's also one of the most important times. That tension is real. And then there's the comment I hear all the time. My mum smoked, drank, and lived off potato chips during pregnancy, and I turned out fine. Well, maybe you did. But DOHaD isn't about whether you survived, it's about optimization. It's about asking, could your cardiovascular risk have been lower? Could your insulin sensitivity be better? Could your immune system be more resilient? We don't get to run the alternate version of history, but we do know from decades of research, beginning with the Barker hypothesis and expanding globally since, that early life environments influence adult disease risk. We know that both undernutrition and overnutrition can alter long-term metabolic programming. We know that blood sugar regulation in pregnancy matters, that inflammation matters, micronutrient sufficiency matters, microbiome diversity matters, even paternal health matters. Which brings me back to that mum in my clinic. Her husband's eczema doesn't automatically determine their baby's future, but maternal nutrition, inflammatory load, and microbial exposure during pregnancy can influence immune calibration, potentially modifying that inherited risk. And that's empowering. We talk a lot here about how the first 1,000 days shape your child's long-term health, and this is what it means. From preconception through pregnancy and into early infancy, the body is building organs, calibrating metabolism, setting immune thresholds. And nutrition is one of the most powerful signals during that time. This isn't about perfection, it's about investment. Balanced blood sugars, adequate micronutrients, omega-3 fats, plant diversity, stable, appropriate weight gain. These aren't check boxes, they are biological messages. And when women understand that, something shifts. Pregnancy nutrition stops being about restriction and starts being about building resilience for your baby. Now, if this concept resonates with you, if you want more evidence-based guidance on how to use nutrition strategically to give your growing baby a healthier head start, then make sure that you subscribe, because you're not just growing a baby, you're shaping a future adult. And that is extraordinary. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.
I'm rolling. You ready?
Ready. Inflammatory load and microbial